so today I'm going to be showing you how to get into 8 angle pose. So just like crow pose with my last video, this is all an arm pose. It takes a lot of arm strength, but it's super fun. Again, I think this one's probably my favorite one. So to start, you're gonna have your feet out in front of you. Now again, make sure you're stretched out. Like, you don't want to do this like cold. So this would be a pose that would go more towards the middle of your practice. Make sure you're stretched out, make sure your hamstrings are stretched, make sure your hip flexors are nice and warm. And start with your feet out, and then what you're gonna do is, you can do this on either side. I like doing the right side. Again, you wanna practice both so you're not like overcompensating, but I think it's more of like a dominant thing. So like I'm a righty, if you're a lefty, you might wanna start with the left. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the right leg and you're going to grab it with your left arm. And then you're going to put it behind your shoulder. So you're gonna be hugging your shoulder in between where your knee is. So you're kind of just grabbing it like that. And then you're gonna use the other arm to kind of really get it up there, and it's totally fine because you wanna make sure it's as high up as possible. And then you're going to plant that right arm down. And this, make sure that this is your base. So you're not really gonna be moving this hand after it's on the ground. So make sure it's planted there, and make sure your leg is as far up onto your shoulder as possible. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna let go of this foot and you're gonna place this arm right down outside the hip of the other leg. So you take your left arm down, you're going to lift the other leg up, so you're holding yourself up with both your arms. You're going to cross your ankles, and as you do that, your arm kind of slides down, so it's hugging right above where your elbow is and right on, like towards the bottom of your tricep. And as you do this, you can look down, which can kind of help with balance, although I think it's a little bit harder. You can look towards your feet or up at, the camera. And then the goal is to really straighten those legs as much as possible. You want to keep your arms bent, so don't worry about straightening the arms. You want them bent, that's your base, but the legs can start to straighten. And the other thing you want to make sure you're conscious of is making sure your butt's not down here. This isn't the pose, and I've seen people do it like this. No, you want your butt up and your legs as straight as possible. And when you can, look up, and you can really hold it forever. And then to get out of it, you're just gonna bring your feet back to center. I like to go into boat pose and kind of work on that core strength, and then you just lower them down and then fold everything out. And then if you want to try the other side, again, it's the same exact thing. So you're just grabbing the foot with your opposite hand, getting it right behind your shoulder blade, so as far up as possible. And again, you can use your other arm to help it get up there. Bring it up. Sometimes you could do this too and just really stretch out that hamstring before you go into the pose. And then lift, twist, and there you go. So again, make sure your butt is up, make sure you try to straighten your legs as possible, and your feet kind of go forward. So I think your feet they're the furthest thing forward. Like, if they're not back here, they're automatically gonna be up here because they're bending straight out. And then keep your arms nice and bent. You can kind of lower down, lift up, find a good position, and then hold it. And then when you're ready, come out of the pose, boat pose, bring your legs down, stretch it out, and there you go, super simple. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend, practice the pose, and let me know which pose you want to see next.